For almost 100 years, creosote has been dumped in this community. I can smell it right now. It's an awful, putrid smell that many residents here have to smell day in and day out.
To stop environmental racism in West Eugene, we need your help. The community of West Eugene is concerned about environmental quality because they're concerned about whether it's safe to raise their families here. In order for us to stop the environmental racism in West Eugene, our families need your help. Please partner with us. Donate to Beyond Toxics today. Come join the fight.
JX Baxter is one of the major polluting sources here in West Eugene. Beyond Toxics has been working hand in hand with community members for over a decade to try and stop them from continuing to pollute this community. JX Baxter was fined this year over $200,000 by the Department of Environmental Quality for environmental violations. I graduated from the University of Oregon in 2014. I knew I really wanted to work for an organization or a company that made a difference in my community, in our state, and in our country. I worked at Beyond Toxics for 2 years, and in those 2 years, a lot happened. I think one of the highlights of my job, beyond advocating for farm workers and forest workers who are exposed to chemicals, was, of course, the historic work here in West Eugene. The last decade or so, Beyond Toxics has been advocating for residents of West Eugene who are exposed to all the chemicals in the area. This is a vibrant community with young families, people with disabilities, a lot of people of color, and the work to Beyond Toxics is important. Between the pollution on 99 and the pollution that runs up and down West 11th, residents of West Eugene are faced with some really toxic air and some really bad health outcomes.
I started to think about the environment around me and my family when I moved to West Eugene and my daughter got sick. In 2018, my daughter Zion went into a physical for volleyball, and her blood work came back negative, and came to find out she had Hodgkin's lymphoma, which was really scary and shocking. What sparked me to do the work in West Eugene with Beyond Toxics is in 2020, my best friend's son, Simon, was also diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Alison Guzman was Beyond Toxics' first EJ organizer and was one of the first people to bring to light the fact that West Eugene is impacted by disproportionate levels of pollution. I picked up that work in 2014 and was glad to pass that mantle on to Anna Molina. And now Arjorie, a community member, is now taking that position. And I'm grateful and hopeful that this work will continue.
I didn't know a thing about environmental racism until I started to work with Beyond Toxics. Knowing now what that means and the injustice of it has made me angry. It's made me want to fight harder for my community. As a Black woman raising my children in West Eugene, working with the environment and learning about environmental racism has been eye-opening for me and for my community. Oh, wow. It's been whirlwind since I've started working with Beyond Toxics. It's been a year, and the way that the community has stepped up to partner with Beyond Toxics has been amazing. For them to jump out of their shells and for them to feel like they have the right to clean air and they have the right to know what's going on in their community has been amazing. They're talking to the mayor, they're talking to city council members. It's been amazing to see how the community has become more of a community. Before we started this work, I don't think that staffs from state agencies really knew what was going on in West Eugene or that the community was concerned. I don't think that they saw the community as people. Now that their eyes have been opened by the community, their hearts and their minds are open now to what's going on in West Eugene. They're seeing us as people.
I'm really excited that Beyond Toxics has invested in organizing here in West Eugene. That's a full-time job. The SO is advocating for everyone to have clean drinking water and clean air at the statewide level. And Beyond Toxics continues that legacy even after 20 years.